Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin with breaking news. The city of West Fargo has a new police chief. Dennis Otterness was sworn in today at the city commission meeting. Otterness has more than 29 years of law enforcement experience. He has a master's degree in public safety and law enforcement leadership from the University of St. Thomas and a bachelor's degree in sociology with a criminal justice emphasis from NDSU. A Fargo nursing home is being ranked by the federal government as a one-star facility and is currently on a waiting list for a program to turn things around. The facility has paid thousands of dollars in fines and has had dozens of citations in the past 3 years. Valley News Team's Joshua Peguero dug into records and shows us what federal inspectors found.
The Meadows on University has been waiting for more than a year to enter the Special Facility Focus program. It's a program no nursing home wants to enter, where the federal government steps in to help improve things. Each state has a limited number of spots available for a nursing home to go in SFF. In North Dakota, it's only one nursing home at a time, despite there being 5 facilities as candidates. The one with the most complaints is right here in Fargo, the Meadows on University. Federal records show that during its most recent inspection in May of 2019, 20 health deficiencies were found. The issues included residents not receiving follow-up appointments and health issues not being taken care of, leading to deterioration of symptoms and delayed hospitalization. In a rating from 1 to 4, 4 causing the most harm, inspectors cited the Meadows twice for violations that reached level 3. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, which oversees nursing homes, has fined Meadows nearly $70,000 in the past 3 years. The facility also has 10 substantiated complaints. The Meadows has an overall rating of much below average from the federal government. We reached out to the Meadows and did not get a response for this story. In Fargo, Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live.
The North Dakota Long-Term Care Association gave us a statement regarding this program. They say the Special Facility Focus program has been in place for years and it hasn't changed anything for the better, and that nursing homes need extra resources rather than finding them. We'll have more on this program on Valley News Live at 10. It was a pretty frosty morning. We're not used to grabbing a jacket before heading out the door. Let's find out what's in store for this evening with Hutch in your First Alert forecast. Hutch?
Andrea, as you see there, it is a First Alert weather day, and it's because of the cold, and there's more on the way, even colder overnight tonight. First and foremost, so we have a few sprinkles out there, as you saw in the distance on the Skycam there to the west of the FM area. A couple of those little green blips making its way down to the ground, passing showers. Right now, we have a lot of cloud cover across the entire region, but these popcorn clouds we have stretching from the Devil's Lake Basin into Fargo, Jamestown, and Valley City will be clearing, and this time of the year, and with an air mass like this, clearing equals colder. Right now, temperatures are 45 to 50 degrees. The warm spot 53 in Jamestown. Dew point temperatures are in the low 20s for Minot, 20s in our western counties. What this means is air in the with dew points in the 20s is very dry and can cool very quickly. So there is a freeze warning for all of the counties you see in purple. Jamestown all the way to Fargo and Detroit Lakes, and points north straight south to Ellendale as well. Down to the south in our far southern counties, a frost advisory is in effect because we have a few more clouds there that will keep things from cooling off as quickly. But in Fargo-Moorhead, bring those plants in, Andrea. It looks like a cold night already in the 30s by bedtime tonight. I'll have details on when we get back to some reality around here in just a few moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Today, Fargo Public Schools COVID-19 Instructional Plan Committee held their third meeting to talk about the Smart Restart Plan. They have revised protocols about possible or confirmed cases of COVID-19 based on updated guidance from the state health department. They have also updated information from nutrition services and the definition of hybrid learning for middle and high school students. The committee says it's working to provide at least a 2-week notice before making a change in the level for Fargo Public Schools. The decision on September 21st will begin on Monday, October 5th. Students in Moorhead area public schools went back to class today in a hybrid model, and now the school district is releasing its enrollment numbers. More than 7,000 students in grades K through 12 are enrolled, which continues the recent trend of high enrollment. A virtual learning model is also available for families desiring full-time distance learning. There are nearly 1,300 students enrolled in Spud Academy. This school year's opening enrollment is 66 students more than last year's. In West Fargo, initial enrollment numbers show West Fargo Public Schools is the second largest school district in North Dakota. More than 11,700 students enrolled in preschool through kindergarten in West Fargo Public School District. Historically, enrollment data fluctuates through September, and the official enrollment number will be submitted by the end of the month. Free meals will be provided to all students in Moorhead area public schools. They're being provided through the USDA emergency feeding programs. Those free meals will be provided as long as funds are available or through December. For more information, you can log on to our website, valleynewslive.com. Despite recommendations from health officials and Governor Doug Burgum, many college students still left campus this holiday weekend, which has some wondering if they should get tested for COVID-19 or quarantine. Sanford infectious disease specialist Dr. Avish Nagpal says if most of your socialization was done outdoors, you should be in the clear. But even if your time was spent in a crowded bar, Nagpal says it doesn't mean you shouldn't get tested yet.
There is already widespread community transmission, so getting a test just because is not something that we recommend medically.
Nagpal says if you did contract the virus over the Labor Day holiday, you would not get a positive test for at least 7 days. And he says unless you've now been told you were exposed or start feeling symptoms, you don't need to get tested. Let's take a look at the COVID-19 numbers. In Minnesota, the Department of Health is reporting 387 confirmed cases of COVID-19, along with 2 new deaths linked to the illness. In total, more than 1,800 deaths have been attributed to the disease. In North Dakota, there are 75 new cases in the state. The death toll is at 156. We now know the name of the woman who was stabbed in Clearwater County, along with the name of the suspect. The sheriff's office says Christopher Colgrove is accused of killing 53-year-old Don Swenson. Deputies say he will be arraigned in court tomorrow. Authorities say the incident happened at around 8:30 last night at a home in Bagley. Officers saw a person run into a house and then heard a woman screaming. They saw Colgrove and Swenson fighting, and they say Colgrove pulled out a knife and stabbed her. Authorities say he ran into the woods, the suspect, which prompted a search, with officials eventually finding him. We're also learning the names of those who were in an incident that led to an officer-involved shooting on Friday night in Beltrami County. The deputies that were involved are Tim Bender and Charles Nelson. The suspects taken into custody are Isaac Neighbors and Rowan White. It all started when officials were told that a vehicle was taken from its owners at a business in Cass Lake, Minnesota. A pursuit began, and authorities say the people in the vehicle began shooting at the deputy, hitting his squad car. No one was hit by the gunfire, and both deputies are on administrative leave. The BCA is investigating that shooting, while the Cass County Sheriff's Office is investigating the carjacking incident. A Cass County deputy is being investigated after she was arrested for DWI in Minnesota Sunday morning. The sheriff's office says Deputy Alicia Edisvold was arrested by the Breckenridge Police Department. She started working with the sheriff's office in May. Her current assignment is a non-licensed correctional deputy in the Cass County Jail. She's on administrative leave as the investigation continues. A Fargo man is in jail for leading state troopers on a 48-mile chase. The Highway Patrol says they tried to pull over Austin Muck on I-94 last night for speeding, but say he took off. Authorities flattened all of his tires with stop sticks, but Muck kept going at about 15 miles an hour. Eventually, officers used a pit maneuver to stop him near Valley City. A woman in the car was also arrested on an outstanding warrant. Investigators are looking at the cause of a fire that badly damaged an apartment building in Grand Forks. It started around 3:30 yesterday afternoon in the 800 block of 4th Avenue South. The Grand Forks Fire Department says there was significant damage to one of the units, displacing a family. Authorities say no one was hurt. There's no word on a cause or damage estimate yet. Online shopping is becoming even more popular these days. We'll show you how one extra step can help you save money. Next on Valley News Live at 6.
Several of our communities started the day today with temperatures in the 20s, including Hallock and Argyle. Adams also in that same boat. In Fargo, 33 was the morning low. It does look like we'll see warmer weather. I'll tell you when, and we'll talk about tomorrow morning's frost and freezing temperatures.